Hi guys, I'm Mandy Moore and welcome to my home. Come on in. So the house was built in 1950 by an architect named Harold B. Zook. All of this brick is original and this copper hood was original, but it was all sort of calcified and green. So we sort of shined it up back to its original glory. I felt like it would be fun to sort of play off of this hood. So there's the brass inlay in the floors. There's sort of these vintage inspired coffee table. There's sort of like fun little play on copper and brass and sort of the metals throughout the house. We wanted this room to sort of feel not too formal, still cozy. We were really big on making sure that like we had space for a piano. I love music, my fiance is a musician, so having a record player in this room was pretty essential for us as well. I've never really had a formal dining room before, and it doesn't feel too formal. Nothing about this house feels formal. I love that everything still feels so open. There's not like a ton of separation between sort of main living areas. This bar cart, this was the Christmas present from Taylor. I'm a Scotch girl myself. Yeah, I love a good Scotch. Sarah Sherman Samuel, who's the most incredibly talented designer, helped with the entire home. So Sarah hipped me to this artist, Lou Mora, and I just really loved this print because the house is like pretty simple, but I like that it has like certain pops of character. So this is the kitchen. This was a very important room to make sure that we got right. Emily Farnham, our incredible architect, that was the first like order of business. The kitchen looked very different when we bought the house. This island was not here. This was all sort of our doing, and I loved the waterfall aspect of this island. It's just like a big giant block of stone. The skylight was sort of this weird, like peaked skylight. So we just got sort of a flat piece of glass to make it fit with the rest of the house. I was pretty adamant about the open shelves. This dishware is my favorite. I saw this color and fell in love, and I was like, yes, I want pink. I want pink in my house. I want some blush. So that's sort of our big accent color, I would say, in the house, is like a little touch of blush. My favorite addition to this house are these giant sliders. If you didn't have dogs and cats like us, you could just leave these open all day. But it leads us to this like lovely little sitting area. So we have these like really fun, cozy chairs. You can kick back with like a glass of wine or a cup of coffee and look at the mountains and take in the sunshine. It's like the greatest way to start or end your day. The kitchen kind of flows right into the family room. I love this little lavender vintage bench. I found it online and then we had it recovered. But I would say the piece de resistance in this room is definitely this terrazzo bench. Emily and Sarah had the genius idea of bringing it to life and adding the giant chunks of aggregate. And those ladies were actually here like hand laying exactly what stones they wanted where before it was sort of crushed and pulverized. The coffee table is an original by Sarah Sherman Samuel. I love the legs. I love the gold. Again, it's like picking up on the gold and brass and copper, like all the sort of mixed metals throughout the house. This is a Samsung TV. It's like this new thing that's meant to look like a piece of art. You can pay a couple dollars a month and you get access to like Picassos and Renoirs and stuff, so you can have like a fine piece of art on your wall if you want. What I love the most is this piece by Claire Oswald. And this was like on the front page of her website, and it was a piece that had been sold already. And then the sale fell through, and so we jumped on it. The room did not feel complete until this went up on the wall. So this is sort of a hallway with a giant skylight as well. We walked through the house and immediately thought like this would be a great sort of like reading nook with this built-in bench and all of these sort of built-in bookshelves. These are all Taylor's books. I do read, I swear I can read, but he is the most voracious reader I've ever met in my life, and I think he's read almost all of these books. So this is the master bedroom. I love this room. It feels super cozy. I think my most favorite thing is this built-in custom bed. Sarah had the brilliant idea of doing this like yummy forest green velvet wall. I love these cedar and moss lamps that sort of hang right down, and my favorite detail is that the light switch is under here. So when I'm in bed, I can just turn it on like that and turn it back off. I also love how open this room is. Being able to like wake up every day and just like throw these curtains open and that's the view we get. Never lost on me how lucky I am to get to experience that. This is the outside. Come on out. The pool was here, but the spa was originally over there, so we moved it and we added some Baja shelf sort of steps. There originally was a pergola as well, so we knew that we always wanted this to sort of be the outdoor kitchen. I think a lot of the outside sort of revolved around this like gorgeous sycamore tree that has been here forever. This long bench goes almost along the whole side of the pool. And then there's like a little fire pit in the corner and some nice little chaise lounges to like hang out. It's super fun. We've already had some people over and had like a couple of swim parties, even though it isn't quite summer yet. Thank you guys so much for coming on a tour of my home and hope to see you again soon. Bye.